It is very important to understand the environment before speaking. I mean, it is very important to read the room before speaking. Now, this is my framework that will help you understand and read the room before speaking to any audience. I call it the room framework. Now let's begin. Leaning. It's going to be very interesting. One, room. This stands for recognize. A lot of persons would want to speak in given opportunity to come out to speak, but they don't understand the room, don't recognize the kind of audience. We have high level audience, low level audience, we have interactive audience, we have supportive audience. So you should know the kind of audience you are speaking to. You can't use storytelling for low level audience. It will bore them and to make them tired. That kind of setting, you just go to the point and immediately you be concise, you straightforward and structured. High level audience, you can use interactions, you can use storytelling, you can add it with logic and make everything more understandable. You supportive audience, you can use inspirational and motivational points to make what the information you are giving more understandable. So it is very important to understand the audience before speaking. Emotions determines the structure. And going on to O, it's called observe. You will want to observe the environment before speaking. Before saying anything, make sure to observe the environment. Know the kind of audience you're speaking to. If you're speaking in to a student rally, take for instance, you're speaking you're in a room filled with lecturers or officials, you are in a atmosphere where there is interaction, if the students are nodding, if they are being responsive. So you should understand this or make use of observations before speaking so as to not use the wrong patterns when speaking. Let's say take for instance, you are speaking in meetings with officials and the formal gathering. You would not want to use all the storytelling to make everything look unserious. You would want to go to the point, you use evidence based and alongside problem solving and solution. So you to make the audience understand what you're saying and not take the whole time. If you're in a student rally, you could use storytelling, you could use interactions, you could make everything look fun at the same time, passing on the information. So know how to structure and the time to use a certain pattern of speaking so as to not make everything look unnatural. So every room has its power structure. You should speak into it, not against it. So make sure to understand it. Now the second O is called outline. You should know how you observe the audience because you will definitely give it so persons will speak before you, so you understand the audience. If they respond, if they are interactive, if they nod, if they just listen, if they focus on storytelling, so as to not just use any kind of patterns. So if you are speaking to audience that are interactive, you could ask storytelling. If you are speaking to audience that aren't really they only focus on your stories, you could go straight to the point and make everything concise. You're speaking in legal rooms and academic sessions, you should make sure to speak with evidence based alongside logic. You should not use storytelling to make everything look as if you are being playful. So you should not impose your speaking style in the audience. Rather, you should adapt to the processing style of the audience. Now, going on to the last and not the least, the M is modify. If you recognize, you observe, you outline, and you don't modify, it's of no use. So you should know how to modify. When I say modify, I mean know how to adjust. So you are seeing, you observe, you recognize, you observe, and you've outlined everything. So you should know how to adjust. In those speaking patterns, you see, if you see it's a legal and formal speaking session, you speak with logic, problem solving. If you see it's a very interactive session, you speak like that. If you see it's a session, you can add storytelling. The audience is responding, they ask questions, they encourage you speaking in humor and the rest. They allow you, you are given the time, so you make sure you can speak. And if you're in sessions of where you should be more time sensitive, you should know how to speak direct to the point and not use storytelling and make everything look lengthy. So whenever you are speaking, you should know how to read the room, and you cannot read the room without understanding this framework. So make sure to understand it so as to make you good in public speaking. See you later.